Welcome once again to Commander by Danon. Today's video was brought to us by returning Patreon Ignis. Huge thanks to Ignis and the rest of my Patreon supporters. Ignis picked up the John Avon secret lair and wanted a home for his new copy of Progenitus. We talked it over and decided that Omnath, Locus of All, would be the perfect commander. If you're enjoying my content, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate the support, and if you like the deck list, consider sharing this video as well. Omnath, Locus of All is a 5-mana 4/4 legendary Phyrexian elemental. If we would lose unspent mana, that mana becomes black instead. Additionally, at the beginning of our pre-combat main phase, we look at the top card of our library. We may reveal that card if it has 3 or more colored mana symbols in its mana cost. If we do, we add 3 mana in any combination of colors and put it into our hand. If we don't reveal it, we put it into our hand. So Omnath is ramp and card draw in one body. 2 things all commander decks want to do is draw a bunch of cards and ramp a bunch of mana. But Omnath comes with an interesting restriction. So we decided to just have fun with that restriction and toss in a bunch of fun cards with at least 3 colored pips in their casting cost. Now, before we get to our checklist, a quick word from our sponsor, Ultimate Guard. Ultimate Guard is made famous by their boulders, solid, reliable, and affordable deck boxes. Boulders are now available in solid colors, like this beautiful blue one seen here. Find it if your local game store carries the new Ultimate Guard solid color boulders, or click on the link down below to order yourself one from Amazon. In order to build a functional commander deck, you need lots of different pieces, which is why I try to rely on my handy-dandy checklist. 50 mana sources, usually split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp, 10 pieces of card advantage, 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal, 2 to 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, and 1 sudden I win card. One last announcement before we get into our video. In addition to streaming on Twitch, I will be dual streaming on a new YouTube channel as well. Check out Gaming with Danon if you want to catch me live. Command Tower, Exotic Orchard, Flooded Strand, Arid Mesa, Polluted Delta, Verdant Catacombs, Wooded Foothills, Scalding Tarn, Marsh Flats, Bloodstained Mire, Windswept Heath, Misty Rainforest, Rafine's Tower, Xander's Lounge, Ziatora's Proving Ground, Jetmir's Garden, Spara's Headquarters, Hallowed Fountain, Sacred Foundry, Watery Grave, Overgrown Tomb, Stomping Ground, Steam Vents, Godless Shrine, Blood Crypt, Temple Garden, Breeding Pool, Bajuka Bog, 1 Plains, 2 Islands, 2 Swamps, 1 Mountain, and 2 Forests make up the land base for our deck. Nyxbloom Ancient, Joda Archmage Eternal, Animar Soul of Elements, Leyline of the Guild Pact, Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, Chromatic Lantern, Farseek, Nature's Lore, Rampant Growth, 3 Visits, Cultivate, Kodama's Reach, Skyshroud Claim, and Smothering Tithe help us to ramp out and stay ahead of the curve. Bolus's Citadel, Seagate Restoration, Tribute to the World Tree, Chord of Calling, Agadim's Awakening, Villas, Broker of Blood, Peer into the Abyss, Temur Ascendancy, Blue Sun Zenith, Eerie Ultimatum, Whirlwind of Thought, Muldrotha the Gravetide, Cultivator Colossus, Archdruid's Charm, and Atraxa Grand Unifier help us to dig through our deck and keep our hands full. Bedevil, Void Rend, Death Sprout, Casualties of War, Render Silent, Sultai Charm, Clouth's Will, Counterflux, Double Negative, Esper Charm, Assassin's Trophy, Dovin's Veto, and Swords to Plowshares help us to keep our opponents in line. Supreme Verdict, Massacre Worm, Ruinous Ultimatum, and Time Wipe help us to reset the board as needed. Progenitus, Niv Mizzet Perun, Avacyn Angel of Hope, Aurelia the War Leader, Dracuseth Maw of Flames, Gisela Blade of Gold Knight, Omnath Locus of Rage, Koma Cosmos Serpent, Zakama Primal Calamity, Laisa Forgotten Archangel, Villainous Wealth, Surak Dragonclaw, Galta Stampede Tyrant, Yarok the Desecrated, Aragorn the Uniter, and Thalia and the Gitrog monster make up the core of our deck, and how we plan on winning. Now that we have our deck list, let's compare it to our checklist. 53 mana sources, split between 36 lands, 2 MDFCs, and 15 pieces of ramp, counting our commander. A little high, but so is our curve, so it's fine. 17 pieces of card advantage, counting our commander. 13 pieces of interaction, 4 board wipes, 1 piece of graveyard hate in Bajuka Bog, 1 sudden I win card in Aurelia the War Leader. Okay, so Aurelia doesn't exactly win us the game, nor is our deck built around her. Our deck is built around the idea of ramping out hard and fast and casting enormous creatures. We play more like a Kaalia deck than anything else, with our commander ramping us occasionally and drawing us cards every turn. But Aurelia does help us to close out games much quicker, which is pretty awesome. Now, this is the kind of deck where you want to ramp hard for the first few turns. Don't worry so much about card advantage at the beginning, there is plenty in the deck and our commander draws us an extra card every turn. So right off the bat, ramp is what you want in your opening hand. The perfect hand for this deck would probably be 4 lands and 3 pieces of ramp. If we can cast Omnath on turn 3, we'll be in great shape. Do you have an Omnath Locus of All deck? What direction did you take your deck in? Leave a comment below. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor Cutestuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, she can be reached at cutestuff.edits@gmail.com. Link is down below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Danon. For only $25, you too can have a commander video built at your request. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons: Waffles, Jiraiya, Danny, Muffins, Marcus, Squishy, Brett, Roxy, Sean, Pob Zombie, Mark, Borgie, Nazwin, Pedro, Midge, Detroff, Alex, Alex, Julio, Michael, Valeri, Conga, Ignis, RJ, Jay, Greg, Aaron, and Chris. You guys are awesome. I post new Commander Deck videos every weekday, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of new videos. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Commander by Danon.